Hello, hello, and thank you for joining me. Our feet are our foundation, so today we're going to show them some love along with our calves and core muscles. Get ready to test and practice stability by performing exercises that challenge our balance and total body strength. Remember to work at a slower, more controlled tempo. To focus your gaze straight ahead, breathe, and think about maintaining good posture. You'll need an exercise band, stability ball, and dumbbells for this workout. Now let's get to it. All right, hello team, it's time to get started. Today we're going to be foam rolling our lower leg and feet. So you're going to need a foam roller and a ball. A tennis ball will work. I have a lacrosse ball here. You can also use a golf ball. And we're going to start at the feet today. So we're going to put our foam roller aside. We're just going to try to loosen up so that we can get good toe mobility and some ankle mobility to help us balance better and move better. All right. So let's go ahead and roll that right foot out just a bit. And we're just kind of moving around the foot, trying to find some of those tender spots. When we find one, which I have now, we're just going to put some pressure on it, something that you can breathe through. And we're going to kind of flex and extend our toes here. And then you can kind of move around as that starts to feel a little bit better. Maybe move to another spot. Ooh, I found one. And just keep working it there. That pressure is light, but it's enough that you can get a release, but something that you can breathe through. If it really hurts, we don't have to make it really, really hurt here, okay? All right, let's go ahead and switch other side. Roll it out a little bit. Feel around. Ooh, there's one on my outside. Ooh, right there. Once you find a spot, just hold. A little pressure. Again, you can move your toes if you want, or just hold. There you go. Breathe. Breathe in and out. Our feet are our foundation, so we want to take care of them. I think a lot of times, including myself, we get focused on our hips or knees and other areas of our body, and we kind of forget that our feet take a lot of force and hit during the day from the moment we get out of bed. All right, nice work on that. Ooh, we're going to go ahead and stretch it, okay? So we're going to come down here. I want you to tuck those toes here, and we're just going to sit back onto our heels. And we can kind of swing side to side on them a little bit, kind of loosen up there. Does that feel good? If you need to come out of it for a second, you can. And then rock back onto it, side to side here. All right, nice work. Let's put that ball aside for a second. We're gonna grab our foam roller now, and we're gonna go over our shins, okay? So we wanna go on the outside shin here. If you have a rolling pin, like for dough or a stick, you can also use this, but we're not going over the top of the shin, just to the side here. All right, so let me see if I can show you an angle here. We're gonna get to that just by going a little bit to the side here. Sometimes I just come here and go forward and back with a bend in the leg. You can also take a ball, which I'm going to show you here if you want. So I enjoy using the foam roller there. You can take your ball and you can kind of rub it. Ooh, that tickle hurts. That feels good. No, it just tickles. You can press here and move up and down outside that shin as well, okay? So we'll go ahead and use that, or go back to the foam roller. Sometimes getting on that foam roller is a little tough, so this ball works well. Let's go to the other side. So I'll go ahead and use the ball with you here. Just kind of side to side, up and down. Find a spot if you want, hold it. See what you feel, just kind of push in. Find that spot. Ooh, there we go, okay? Just find those spots and give it some pressure. If it's not enough pressure, you'll want to go up in onto the foam roller, okay? All right, nice work. We need to give these a stretch now, okay? So we're going to step forward with that left leg. I'll go to the side here so you can see. And then we're just going to tuck the toes of our back leg and kind of bend that front leg to get a stretch through the front of that shin. You should feel that. You can hold on to the wall if you want here. So you have something, I could come over here if I want. And just do it from there so you can get kind of down to the ground, a little bit of a bend here so you start to feel that stretch along the shin. Toes are under. We're going to hold this here for another 7 seconds, and we're going to switch to the other side, okay? All right, let's go ahead. Whew. And we're going to work the other side. Tuck those toes. Ooh, feel a little more tightness even through the top of my foot here. All right, there you go. Just hold. If you need to come out of it, if the hold is too long, come out of it and get back into it. We're working up to here. We have 30 seconds today. Working into it, okay? You can go 20 seconds if that feels better. A lot of times when I'm stretching, I like to turn a show on to watch. If this feels like something you don't want to slow down and do, watch TV, listen to a podcast, do something. Some good music is nice. All right, now we're going to go into our peroneals. Those are along the sides of our legs here, so lower leg. And this one I do get up onto the ball, but they're up onto the foam roller, and I love to go down the side. But you can also take your ball and put it here and kind of roll in this way, okay? So if that feels better, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to hold ourselves up on a foam roller. This is a nice way to do it, and you're just kind of finding those spots along the side, and again, just holding that pressure, okay? I'm gonna go up onto the foam roller for today. Ooh, and find my spot because I can get more pressure, and I just need a little bit more pressure. Just getting started though, the ball will probably do the trick for you. But as you start to soften the tissue and loosen up, you're going to need a little more. All right, that's halfway. Let's go to the other side here. Same thing. Use that ball the way I showed you, or come onto your foam roller. If this is too much pressure, we'll go to the ball, and you can create that pressure. A softer foam roller will work too. The one I have here is pretty hard, but you can do a nice softer one that's filled in the middle than this one. All right, that's that for the peroneals. Woo, we need to stretch them. So we're going to do a similar stretch to what we just did for our shins. All right, we're going to tuck those back toes, but we're going to kind of turn the foot in a little bit as we do that. Now you'll feel that come up the side of the leg. We're just holding. Again, if it feels like too much to hold, just come out of it for a second and then get back into it. And breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Woo! Feels good. Feels good. You didn't know there was so much tightness in your foot and your lower leg, did you? All right, other side. Same thing. 3, 2, and 1. So tuck those toes and then just roll to the side of that foot a bit. Another one I want to show you really quickly while you're stretching that, but not a lot of us can get down to the ground. Do this. You tuck your toes here and you begin to lean back a little bit. That's one you can do too, but that's not always comfortable for some people on their knees, so standing will help. All right, team. Let's move on to our calves, my favorite. All right, we're going to use our foam roller here on our right side first. Again, we can rock side to side here and try to find those lumps. We can roll forward and back to find them. And once we find it, we're going to add pressure. Here we go. Let's go ahead and just kind of work knee across the calf there. Ooh, you find a spot, just hold, and then just kind of rotate that joint around the ankle. Point and flex, rotate. Once you feel like you might have that spot, you might want to move onto another spot. Halfway, let's go to that other side. Just make sure, there we go. Just hurry and find a spot. I'm sure it doesn't take long. Oh, there we go. Bumpity bump. Hold again. Move your ankle around if you want. All right, we need to stretch that. And we're going to use the wall here, a wall. I'm going to show you from here. We're going to bring our toes up against the wall and then just lean in for that calf stretch. Again, I would do it this way normally, but I know you can't see there, so I wanted to show you here, and this works well. Great, and let's go to the other side. So all foam rolling, we're rushing it today. When you're doing this on your own, I just want you to turn on a TV show, listen to some music, take your time with it, roll as long as you need to, find 1 to 3 spots. It just depends on how much time you have to give at night. When the family's watching TV, I like to put my foam roller. We have all of our stuff up by the TV, so typically I'm down on the floor. One of my daughters is joining me, and we're foam rolling and stretching. But you can take your time with it. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. You really want to notice whether your big toes bend or not, okay? And whether you can, I didn't do any exercises, but whether you can pick them up off the floor or not. We'll talk about that as we go forward. All right, we have a 3-way calf raise here. I'm going to watch the time. We're going to go 20 seconds. We're going to start with our toes out. Okay, toes out, heels in. All right, I'll go right here. We have 20 seconds here just working this. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead. Otherwise, find your balance here as we work calf strength. Remember, these exercises, these workouts that we're doing are very isolated. They're very specific. And they're very low-key, low impact, which is great and fine, okay? Don't neglect them. Some of us need to start here. That's that was halfway. Okay, well, we're not going to get as many in as the other. Now toes are in, and I might want to hold on here to the wall on this one. Toes are in, heels are out, okay? So looks like this from the back side there. Toes in, heels out. Good, and we don't have a lot of time, but let's get 10 seconds in just with those toes straight. All right, we're going to go through this twice, so you will get to hit this again, and we'll do it right next time. All right, nice work. Give me one more. Nice work, team. We're going to grab our ball. We're going to work back extensions here. Remember, feet are down. You can put your toes against the wall. You're going to kind of push the ball up under your hips. And I'm going to have you take your arms out and just bring them behind, and we're just touching them behind our bottom there, and then back down. So flex and extend here over the ball. Just bring the hands behind. And we don't have to rear real way back into a back bend. Just up here into neutral. Squeeze the glutes. Zip the belly button in and up. Here you go. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going into side plank here. Oh, Tatum. Another side plank, okay? Core stability. When we're looking to be stable, it comes from the core, okay? We have to learn to stabilize our spine and our hips, stabilize our spine and hips. Hello. Let's go on that left side here. Let's start with bent knees for those of you who need to be there, shoulder over elbow. Those of you who are there, we're going to go either heel to toe or stacked feet, all right? You can bring that arm up if you want. You want to stay level here, nice and stacked, so hips are under the ribs, lined up with the shoulders. Shoulders are on top of each other, so I'm not rounded forward here. And we want to keep those hips forward, okay? Up high, press them up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's go to that other side. Again, begin with that bent knee here, okay? Elbow under shoulders. If you're there, toe to heel would be your next. It's a little more stable. Or stack your feet. Lift those hips up, hips forward, shoulders stacked. We're ready to go. We're just holding here. You got it, team. Woo. As you know, in many things that we do, especially balance and stability, the core is that center focus, okay? So I am working on your lower leg as well, but we want to think about our core strength. All right, nice work. We're going back to those towel curls, okay? So we really are going to build some strength. This is great as well. If you're a runner, this is a really important workout to have saved and something you want to practice. All right, let's go ahead and start to crunch with that right foot. You can sit and watch TV and do this, okay? Some of this stuff is not really exciting. I get it, but you're only going to get better in your other workouts by practicing these things. And again, some of this can just be done sitting and watching TV, kind of going through it. I usually put on good music or a show. All All right, let's switch to that other foot. Spread that towel. Another thing that works well with this is one of those flat exercise therapy bands. You can put that down and you can grip it with your toes and pull it in too, and it's kind of sticky. If you like textures, I don't know, it grips and it really sticks, so I do like to use those as well. We have our calf raises. I'm gonna pay attention here. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, feel that. Whew, good job. All right, so 3-way. We're gonna go toes out first, heels together. Some of you will find that that's very hard to do. If it is, I need you to go back and do my foam rolling and stretching on that lower leg, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Toes out, heels down, or heels kind of together here, nice and exaggerated. Just a few, then we'll go toes out. We'll just kind of work through this. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go toes in, heels out. If you're having trouble balancing, I don't want you to work on that or worry about that too much. Go ahead and hold on to your wall, to a chair, back of a chair or something here. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go toes forward, up and down. Notice I'm not just bouncing and doing this motion. I'm going up, I'm kind of sticking it and down. Good. And you can do this with your feet elevated and let the heels drop. For right now, we're just staying here. Woo, there we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's come to the ball. Let's get a little core strength in again. We're gonna come up onto the ball. Learning to use the stability ball can be challenging at first, but I encourage you to keep practicing and trying. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're gonna dive into the water because that sounds good, and then reach back here behind, fingertips tap behind the bottom there, dive back down. I'll show you from the side as you're working. Reach and extend, okay? Ooh, hard for me to do because my feet slide here, but I wanted to show you those arms. Keep working, team. We're diving. I think about diving into the pool and reach back. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Doesn't that feel good? All right. Side plank. Let's start with that bent knee if you're there. Hips are up. Let's just get forearm and shoulders stacked. Then we can go heel to toe or stacked feet. 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you're in that position holding. A lot of times we just lift our hips up off the floor, but we really don't push them up to the ceiling. I want you to push, reach them high. Feel the obliques kick in here. Hold and breathe. Zip the belly button, in and up. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, other side, team. Same thing. Bent knee here. 3, 2, and 1. Shoulder over elbow. Find that heel to toe if you're ready. Or stacked feet. Give me a smile. We're there. And we're up, pushing up, hips forward. Good. I don't mean we're back bending, hips forward, but just so that they're not behind us, but in line with the hips are in line with the ribs here. Woo! Different on that second round, right? 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right, we're gonna move this. We're gonna do a pull-off press. I didn't mention it, but you need to find a band with an anchor for the door, or grab a friend to hold your band on the other side, okay? Or I could, if you have a weight rack, you could also put this around your weight rack and kneel. But I have these bands, or these anchor gyms. They have them for the doors, they're great. Or just go online and buy a band that has an anchor. Here we go. We're going to do a pull-off press. So we're going to step away here enough that it feels like the band's going to pull us, and we're going to push out in front and back in, okay? Out and in. So this is an anti-rotational core exercise. You feel as you press out, the ribs kind of expand, right? So as that expansion happens from the bracing, 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn around. I want you to also draw in and up at the navel, okay? So get enough tension here. Hello, I'm getting closer to you here. Push out. All right. Exhale as you push out. Draw the belly button in and up. Inhale, exhale, and draw that belly button in and up. Good, that's it. This is not a fast exercise. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Oh, that's such a good one. We practice that one a lot at the gym. I use it a lot as an activation. We're going to take our stepper now, or I tried the dumbbell. Dumbbell's unstable, maybe a plate weight, maybe a stair that you have at home, something low. And we're just going to hold a split squat with the ball of the foot up and the heel off. 30 seconds on each side. This is not only going to challenge your leg strength, it's going to build knee tendon strength. It's going to help the stability in the ankle and some foot strength. So we're just here, ball on, heel off, holding. Another one that I love to do at the gym. If you're a runner, this is a great one as well. 3, 2, and 1. And I mentioned a lot of runners. You're like, well, I'm not a runner, so I don't need to do this. No, not true. The only reason I mention runners is because they are on one leg at a time. There's a lot of stability in running. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Other foot on the ball of the foot, heel off, holding. But I do see with my older clients a loss of stability, balance. So doing some of these things can really help you maintain that and find that again. 3, 2, and 1. Now that was a long 30 seconds. Remember, you can always modify that down. We can move that out of the way now. You're doing great. We're just working into our main set. We have one more here. We're going to balance. Again, hold on if you feel that you don't have that balance right now. We're just going to do our little sweeps around and back around, balancing on one leg. 3, 2, and 1. Swipe it around. Again, hold on if you need to. Find a partner, find a chair. But the idea is to get to this point where we can kind of stay on this leg. Notice I have a bent knee a little bit. Okay, I'm crouched just a bit here. I'm not totally locked out this way because I have no room to move and wiggle through that. Whoop. Oh, find that balance. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch. Shake it out. Shake it out. It's there, right? You're feeling that lower leg strength. We're getting hip strength here too. Everything that helps us balance when we need to be on one leg. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're swinging it around. This is probably another one. I'm just showing you a lot of my favorites as we do these little workouts together, but I will say I have a lot more that we do at the gym. So if you're enjoying these type of workouts where we're isolating and finding strength where needed, kind of balancing out the body, let me know and I'll make some other ones with different exercises. But practice these first and get them down. 3, 2, and 1. Or let me know if something doesn't work, if you need a modification for one of these, okay? All right, Farmer's March is coming up. All right, we're going to do, typically for this, you want half of your body weight. So, if you're 110, you need 50, a little over 55, you need 55 pounds total. So I would do anywhere between 25 to 30 pounds. I'm going to aim for 30 today on this. You might start lighter because your grip's not there, okay? And we're going to march for 60 seconds here. So I want you to lift one leg up and hold. We're going to hold, and then we're going to switch. And we're going to lift that left leg up, that knee up, and we're going to hold. Notice my foot is out, toes are pulled back, my shoulders are down and back, chest is out. Good. And then let's switch, other side. I'm holding about 10 seconds with you. We could do less, but we're trying about 10 here. Good. Add switch. I'm sorry I'm not facing you, but I want to make sure we're on time here. I would count too fast if I didn't watch the clock. There you go. Good. Now switch. We're finding balance. Right now, you may not even need the weight. You might just want to work on doing this without the weight, and that's fine. We're working on balance, just holding. A lot of times when we lift that leg and we lose it, we want to put it right down, but I want you to adjust and try to find it. 3, 2, and 1. And we may move. I like to move on those and actually march. Right there, we just did it on the spot, but we'll change that up. We're going to go with a chest press on the ball. You may not take as much as you normally do. All right, and my ball's a little small. I wish it was bigger, but it's at the gym. So you're gonna sit down with your weight. We're gonna walk it out very slowly. You're gonna have them up on your lap here until your head, neck are supported, okay? And we're gonna press here. So we're finding balance while we're on the ball here. I want the hips up, you're squeezing the glutes. Hips are up, squeezing the glutes, drawing the belly button in and up here to stabilize. And if this feels like too much for you today, just go ahead and find a push-up because there's a lot of core strength in a push-up. So here we do have chest strength with the stabilization in the core. 3, 2, and 1. Now don't just drop your weight. You could, but I want you to be careful about your shoulders. So I like to take my weight, walk myself back up, and then set my weight down, okay? Be careful with that. Maybe start with some lighter weight and get used to that, okay? All right, we have a split squat. I am gonna go with a little bit of weight, but you can go body weight. Right leg forward, left foot back. Here we go, split squats up and down. We're on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. Chest is out, shoulders are down and back. Here you go, team. Woo, we're going through a full body workout here. Just everything I've chosen just requires some stability like this here. And maybe this is a little tough and you just wanna hold for 10 seconds and come out of it and hold, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Don't be discouraged if your knee doesn't go all the way down. Just practice going where you can for now. And go body weight first if that range isn't there. 3, 2, and 1. Other side, team. Other side. Whew, there you go. Always start with body weight. See how that feels? I even like for people to start there. Once you have the stability and the knees feel good and the range is there, start loading your body. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, that was our split squat. We have a balance, one arm row. So we're gonna go back here with a row. And I'm gonna grab on both sides of my band because it's a little thin. We're gonna bring one leg up, the right leg up, and row with that right arm, finding balance. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, we row. Now, if your balance is not there, because we are practicing, you're like, it's just not there, put that big toe down. Give yourself, still putting the weight on that left leg, still trying to balance a little bit, but you have a little bit of help here. If you're there, lift it up, and maybe it's just off the ground. Maybe that knee is high. You do you, but give yourself a challenge there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'll come over to the side a little bit. So now, right leg is down, left leg's up. We have our band in our left hand. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Find some balance. I love this one. Again, I like to use this one a lot as a warm-up to the workout, but today, because our focus is learning balance, here you are. And I have another tip for you while we're here. Another tip. 1, keep your shoulders out of your ears. All right, don't shrug as we do this. Keep them down. But a tip for balance. If you're really struggling with this workout today, 3, 2, and 1. I have a lot of my clients doing this. I'm gonna tell you when we get to our shoulders. We're gonna come to our ball for the shoulder press. I'm gonna go with 10s to start. We'll see, I might go up on our second round, just 2 rounds today. We're gonna have a seat because this ball is unstable and we have to use our core to sit up tall. We're gonna bring our weights here at our shoulders and press up overhead, down to the ears and up. Now that hurts my shoulder here today, so we're going neutral grip. You can do the same. There you go. Blow the air out, inhale. We're zipping that belly button in and up. There's a lot of core here. All right, so real quick, if you're struggling today, you're like, my goodness, my balance just needs so much work. I challenge you to balance on a leg while you brush your teeth every morning. Just have it stack, practicing balancing 3, 2, and 1 while you brush your teeth. It is a good challenge. Again, I have a lot of clients doing that. They're having great progress in their balance now. All right, moving on to those farmers march. We're gonna go with a walk this time, even harder, or you can stay where you are. So we're gonna lift, and I'm just gonna have you hold it for about 3 counts to 5 counts, and then we're gonna step down. We're gonna lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it down, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure those shoulders are down and chest is out. Shoulders are down and back, chest is out. 3, 2, 1. Good. If you're losing balance, draw that belly button in and up. All right. Draw all the way up. And switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, great job, team. And again, don't be discouraged. I know this is tough. If you have not been practicing balance, you may be all over the place. You don't even have to use weight for that. Just go here. Practice, okay? You can do it, and you will get better. Dumbbell chest press on the ball. 3, 2, sorry, talking too much. I love coaching. And 1, weights on the lap, walk it out till that head and neck are supported. Keep the glutes on, squeeze, hips up, draw in and up at the belly button, zip it up. Here you go, you got it, team. Press. We're halfway. Keep those hips up. You may start to forget about them. You might sag as you're pressing. Squeeze, lift, and zip. Squeeze, lift, and zip. Here you go. Inhale, exhale on the press. 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Walk it back in slow. There you go to stand. Nice work, team. Uh-oh, my ball may roll on out of here today. All right. Whew. Moving on, we have our split squats. Here we go. I'm going with 15s. Right foot forward, left foot back, up and down. Little split squat here. Chest up, look at me. You got it. And again, if that's just too much, we could go to a staggered stance too. So we could kind of go here with one foot out in front, one to the side where we have a little bit more weight in that front leg. Maybe we just go onto the toes of that back leg and that foot is a little closer, okay? So many ways to modify. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier. Whew, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Split squat up and down. Just a good way to get there. I do want you to work. This is always my goal. I'm always excited when I get a new client and we get to this split squat and it's beautiful and it's strong and we're able to do it. And then the next thing I know, we're in those lunges. We're lunging. We're walking and lunging. It's great. Those are the little things. Those are the little wins that make me so happy for everyone. You finding your balance and stability is going to make me very happy too. 3, 2, and 1, because I know you are going to feel better, move better, and live better. All right. Nice work there. Balance, 1 arm row. I'm grabbing mine a little tight here. You want to lift the leg. It's going to be on the same side as the arm that you're bending. So if you notice, I've got a bend on this side and a bend here. So it's the same side. 3, 2, and 1. I'll try to come to the side so you can see me maybe a little bit better. Good. Knee is up. If you're not there today, toe. Just to the toe here. Maybe it's just a little bit off for a few, okay? It just takes practice, and I want you to don't want you to forget about the core, okay? Every time I correct people to zip it up, to bring that belly button in and up, from the floor up here, you're gonna feel that stability come back in, that balance. All right, good. Let's switch. Other side, left foot up. Here we go. 3, 2 and 1, find your row. Good. Notice I'm moving slow and controlled for these movements. Sometimes we do things a little bit more dynamically and challenge our balance, but today we're just trying to stabilize and get it right. Again, toe down is where we need to start. That's okay. In the bathroom, we're brushing our teeth just like this on one leg, okay? I want to picture if you heard this and you do it, whoop, you're on one and you're brushing. It's tough. Give it a try. Keep practicing. All right, ball shoulder press. Oh, we're going to go back to those 10s today. Have a seat on your ball. You can kneel here if you don't want to use the ball. 3, 2, and 1. Now that I got that shoulder warm, we're going to try it. There you go. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Don't forget the core here. Again, zipping up that belly button, that navel in and up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Give me one more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Nice work, team. All right, that was a great one. Another low impact today. Important moves here for balance and stability. Practice them. If you found this challenging, don't be frustrated with yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Make it a challenge to get better, all right? It just takes practice. I feel like balance is one of those things that really does click on pretty quick with a little bit of work, just a little bit of work, okay? So repeat this one, keep practicing. Check out my foam rolling videos and stretching, which can help, because if we have tight muscles that are pulling and tugging our knees in or our ankles, we're gonna be off balance because of that. So go ahead and check those out. I look forward to seeing you next time. Let me know what you think about these videos. If you'd like to see more, I'd love to know. All right, we'll see you next time. You have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.